Come on. Come on, please. Please work. Please work. Please work. Yay! Yay! Yay. Okay. I got that. Ultra low latency and I got my screen. Woo! Woo! I am happy. That's it. I must have fallen asleep and I am down. Poi? 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes! Yes, good. I glanced down at the blue creature. There's like a 4-second delay. There's a 4-second delay. So that's a lot better than 15-second delay. 4-second delay. I glanced down at the blue creature. What? Kevin says what? In my response, it leaps up. Whoa! I scramble away from it and it lands back on the ground with a soft thud. That thing can jump pretty high. I need to be careful. What's your deal? It leaps again and I again retreat. Stop that! I dodge as it jumps, then I begin to run. To my surprise, the blob keeps pace with a series of nimble bounces. Blobberetto, please stop stalking me. I do appreciate you, but you know. Seriously, stay back. It musters up one long leap, and I turn around the corner of a sturdy tree to avoid it. I didn't notice the other person until too late. We painfully collide. I lose my balance before toppling over. Fortunately, my hands catch something protecting my fall. When I open my eyes, I see a woman. Her eyes are scrunched shut and her mouth is twisted in a grimace. Her long blonde hair is splayed out around her. She lets out a small groan. She opens her eyes and fixes her gaze on me. Okay, we got our first multiple choice, guys. We got our first multiple choice. Okay, so we go with A, my bad. B, the dream becomes a wet dream. Or C, maybe she can give me some answers. Okay, is it A, B, or C, guys? Come on. A, B, or C? We got B. We got 1A. Come on. We got it. 1A. We got 1B. Come on. Give me something else. If someone picks C, I'm going to slap all you guys. Okay, we got a B. We got an A. Yeah, I want to have like, yeah. Do you guys want to do A? You guys want to do B? Okay, so we got B. The dream becomes a wet dream. Ah, yes, I've had this type of dream before, and I like where this is going. Staring deeply into her eyes, I lean down until my lips are a breath away from hers. Exclamation points. She strikes my stomach and a groan escapes as I'm pushed off of her. A little aggressive, but I can dig it. As the throbbing in my abdomen subsides, I gingerly return to my fate. This woman holds out her sword in a fighting stance. I automatically raise my hands. Whoa, too aggressive. Abort! Despite the fire in her eyes, there's a trace of pink in her cheeks. Yeah, a little bit.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's probably not in my best interest to answer that. The creature is right by my foot again. Yes, we're. Are you serious? You're still here? The woman looks surprised. She sheathes her sword, and her face relaxes into a smile. Pongo? Geez, all that Pokemon last night is making me see things. Yeah, you Pokemon. That's how you play Pokemon. It's when you Pokemon. What the? Saints Row favorite weapon? But that's another story for another day. The Pongo bobs up and down by my foot and nudges me with its head.
Aw, he's a cute one.
He?
Yeah, you can tell by the shape of his eyes.
Oh.
I think he wants you to hold him.
Okay, guys. A, B, or C. A, he is kind of cute. B, I'd rather hold you. C, he's trying to eat me. Come on, guys. A, B, or C. We got one B. We got any other B's? Okay, looks like we got B. Is that what it wants, or is that what you want?
What?
Are you sure you aren't projecting your feelings? I reach my arms out wide, ready to embrace her. Her face flushes as she reaches for her sword.
Do I need to draw my sword again?
Is it purple? If not, no. Alright, point taken. She relaxes, but only enough to move her hand from her weapon.
Are you gonna pick him up then?
Okay, A or B? Sure or nope? We're picking up the Pokemon here. A or B? We're picking up the little Pongo here. The question was, do you want to pick him up as in the little Pongo thingy? And we got A, which is sure, or B, which is nope. A or B? Pick him up? Okay. I shrug and place my hand on the ground. The Pongo hops into my palm. He feels cool to the touch and surprisingly solid for being kind of gelatinous. Gelatinous? Gelatinous? Like Jello. The woman leans in and uses a finger to gently tickle the... I don't know if that's an innuendo for something. But we can make that into an innuendo. Well, no, I'm not thinking that, 42. I'm thinking the Pongo meaning the male... yeah. He chirrups again and shivers.
Aw, his laugh is so adorable.
She continues to tickle him and he rolls over from laughing.
Oops.
She stops tickling him and... Innuendos. She stops tickling him and pets him on the head instead. He snuggles against her hand and sighs contentedly.
Boy.
Using her other hand, she raises her gauntlet and seems to offer it to the Pongo. The Pongo stares at it, then turns his head away and hops onto my shoulder before nestling against me.
Boy. A Pongo who refuses magic energy? Wait a minute. Are you a mage?
Okay, guys, Magic mage. We are a mage. I don't know. Are we? Okay. A. We are a level 110 frost mage. B. Of course not. I'm a warrior. Or C. That's not a real occupation. Come on, guys. We got 4 viewers. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got 2 A's. Okay. Majority rules. Okay. A and A. We are a level 110 frost mage. Yeah, I play a mage in my MMORPG.
MMORPG? You keep saying such strange things.
She holds up her gauntlet in a faint, pale light glows. It pulses. I know something else that can pulse rhythmically. As she holds it closer to me, it quickens until the pulses almost look like one long. This is why I can't play these games. She when tickle. She blinks in surprise.
Wait, this heightened energy activity. It's you?
Yes, this is my heightened energy activity. It is me, but you have not seen my final form. She analyzes the magic swirly thing on her gauntlet.
I don't see a discharger on you.
Do you want to see my discharger? I can show you my discharger. I have a discharger. It's in my pants. I'm so gonna get in trouble with YouTube. God damn it. You want to unload my discharger? You gotta tickle my poi. Can't.
So then, how is it possible for you to have such a high magical energy reading? Are you carrying crystals?
Yes, I am carrying crystals. I'm carrying 2 crystals. I'm carrying all 6 infinity stones. Okay. Next one. A or B? No. Is A or B? Is this a sting operation? A or B, guys? Guys. A or B? We got a B. We got 1 B. We got 2 B's. Any others? I know there are 4 of you in the chat room. Do we got 2 more? We got 2 more. We got 2 more. Any more? Any more? No? Okay. B it is. Is this a sting operation? No way, man. I'm clean.
Huh?
I don't do drugs. Her eyes narrow. She looks at me over again.
Never mind. It doesn't look like you're carrying crystals. Or anything for that matter.
I am carrying clothes. I mean, unless I'm not. I mean, I did just spawn. I don't know if I'm... Wait. Am I clothed? That's a good question. I don't know what's going on right now. I was in the library studying for finals and somehow I wake up here.
Oh, are you from the Mage Academy?
Mage Academy? The what?
Mage Academy.
I rub my temples. Okay, I think I've dozed off long enough. Time to wake up now. She blinks in confusion.
You are awake.
No, this is a dream.
I can assure you this is not a dream.
Okay, A, time for a pinch test. B, I'm not convinced. C, you don't run into women this hot in reality. Or D, I believe you. Okay, we got 1 C. We got 2 C's. Any others? Any others? Come on, guys. Okay, we got C. Only a dream could have a woman as beautiful as you. A devilish grin spreads across her face. She pulls her hand back and strikes me soundly on the arm. Ow!
Still think this is a dream?
Feisty. Okay. A, nope, I'm convinced. B, yes, or C, maybe. A, B, or C. We got one A. We got one A. I'm convinced. No. Wait. B, yes. Or any others? Any others? We got B. We got B. We got one A. Oh, we got a C. Oh no. The question is, are we convinced that that we're awake? Do you think this is a dream? She's trying to convince you that you're awake. You know, I actually think, I wonder, okay, let's think about it this way. She punched you, she punched us, me, or you, or whatever, when you said no. So I wonder what she would do if we say maybe. Just think about it. She punched us in the shoulder for saying no. We don't think we're awake. So what happens? What do you think she will do if we say maybe? Just think about that. Just think about that for a little bit. But will we be punched again? Or will she do something else? See, 42 sees the logic behind this. Let's see our way out. I'm less sure about it than before. She punches. She punched me again in the same spot. Boring.
How about now?
'Tis a dream. A or B? 'Tis a dream. 'Tis a dream. B. We got B. We got one A. We got one B. Andrew. I want to get pummeled. Never. She winds her arm back. All right. No. So boring. It's not a dream. Just don't hit me again. Such a pussy. You're being hit on by a girl. Well, you're getting hit by a girl. But she's cute nonetheless. I mean, at least she is more than a flat top carrier. I can give you that. Yeah, you know, the last girl was like the USS Enterprise. You know, on a bad day, completely flat. She made this girl is actually.
I knew you'd eventually come to your senses.
Well, compared to the other girl, yes, the Enterprise had curves. Ooh, I'm gonna do something. Hang on. Uh, I'm gonna copy that link. I just did an everyone on my Everything is on Fire server. So we should be seeing. Apparently, there are over 200 people on the Everything is on Fire server. So we might get a lot more. I knew you'd come eventually to your senses. So if this place isn't a dream, then where are we?
We're in Meadow Hill.
Meadow Hill? The fuck is Meadow Hill? Is this Skyrim? Did we just go into Skyrim? Meadow Hill, where's that?
It's a part of the Kingdom of Havengard, of course.
This sounds like Skyrim! Havengard. Hey, is that... Havengard? She glances at me like I'm crazy.
It's the largest of the 3 kingdoms.
I'll show you the 4th largest kingdom. Nothing!
Actually, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York?
Yeah, you know, part of the USA.
USA. USA?
No, the United States of America.
The United States of
Hey, welcome to the stream, Minnie! United States of what?
Never mind that for now. You don't have any crystals, and you don't have a discharger.
Well, Minnie, look at the game we're playing. Look at the context. Look at the game. Look at the context. How am I not supposed to make jokes?
Have you casted recently?
Fuck this, I'm... Yes, I casted. I casted recently. I casted last night and the night before. uh, I shake my head.
Then the amount of energy reading doesn't add up.
She rests her chin on her hand as she thinks. A shiver runs through me as it begins to set in. This really isn't a dream. Any ideas? She shakes her head.
Maybe the Mage Academy can provide answers.
Mage Academy? That's a start. Sounds good to me. How do I get there?
Oh, it's in the center of Illumia.
Illumia. It sounds elfish. Where?
Illumia. You follow the path going north until you arrive at the crossroads. Then you head...
Her voice shows off as she notices my expression.
I'm actually heading back there now. You can come along if you want.
As I contemplate her offer, I look over again. Look her over again. Can I trust her? Her posture is naturally straight and gives off an air of authority. Should have mentioned she was on some sort of official investigation. Plus, she seems friendly enough. Besides, if I don't go with her, then I'll be wandering around all on my own. The chances of me finding this Mage Academy alone without running into any unsavory people are not promising. I can't risk that. I need a way to find a way back home. Nah, tongue twister. I can't risk that. I need to find a way back home. There we go. I nod. Thanks. I'm Kevin, by the way.
I'm Leanna Dawn.
Nice to meet you. I hold out my hand for her to shake, but she just stares at it. After keeping my hand out for a few seconds, I begin to feel awkward. Her expression changes to curiosity as she gingerly takes my hand. I grin broadly as I shake her hand firmly. She's a bit startled, but when our gaze meets, she matches my smile.
It's nice to meet you too.
I look at her questioningly as she continues to hold my hand. She slips her hand away and blushes.
Shall we get going then?
Ready when you are. Leanna nods and brings us to a path. Then she walks in the direction of the village. The Pongo follows us, staying a step behind. We travel for quite some time together. It's been pretty silent. I wonder if I should say something. Okay, guys. Okay. We got a thing here. A, ask about the Pongo. B, ask her what brought her here. C, ask her about her gauntlet. Or D, I don't have anything pressing to say. A, B, C, or D. Gauntlet. Okay, we got one for gauntlet. But we're not smart. Okay, so, okay, what would you choose for? Okay, we got one about A, we got... Andrew, I didn't know you thought about me that way. I'm sorry, I don't have one of those. Okay, so we got Pongo, we got Gauntlet, we got nothing pressing. Ask her about the Pongo. Okay. I glance behind us again. Just as expected, the Pongo hops along. So the Pongo's still following us. Liana glances back and grins.
That's not too surprising.
Why not?
Pongos are attracted to magical energy. That's why it was so strange that it showed no interest in my manipulator.
It's still following us, though.
It's following you. My readings showed you're full of magical energy. As far as the Pongo is concerned, you're a buffet.
Honey, you would know if I was a buffet. Huh? What? Sorry? As I think over what Liana said, I look at the Pongo one more time. This time he looks right back at me and his eyes crinkle as he splits into a huge grin. He leaps into the air and reaches the height of my waist. Whoa! He jumps high again. Liana giggles.
I think he's tired of hopping.
Okay, oh yeah, you should see the last game, it was bad. Should we A, carry him, or B, too bad? Carry him, too bad. A or B? Okay, we got 1 for A, 2 for B. 1 A and 2 B. Come on, guys. Okay, it looks like we're we are going to go with too bad. I shrug. I'm not forcing him to follow us.
I know, but he's not going to leave. Not when he's found such an abundance of energy in one place. It's like how a moth is attracted to a light, he just can't help himself.
Then he just can keep on hopping. Liana's gaze softens as she watches the Pongo.
Poor guy must be really exerting himself to keep up.
I look back at him and he looks expectantly at me. Expectantly? When I show no intention of carrying him, the Pongo lowers his eyes dejectedly and seems to fold into himself. Okay, A or B? A, now I feel like a jerk, or B, I have a heart of steel. This is not the only thing of steel I have. What? You got B, I have a heart of steel. Nice try, but that kind of stuff doesn't work on me. His little voice wavers. Leanna gives me a glance I can't read. Is she disappointed in me? Then she refocuses on the Pongo.
Are you tired, little Pongo?
The Pongo pauses and shakes himself off and determination returns to his voice.
Poi! Are you sure you're okay?
He jumps a step closer.
Poi!
Alright, let's get moving. Leanna nods and we keep going. Occasionally I catch her sneaking glances back at the Pongo. Okay, next is ask her what brought her here. Ask her about her gauntlet. Or C, I don't have anything pressing to say. A, B, or C? Okay, I don't have anything pressing to say. Listen for the sounds of wildlife as we continue walking. I hear the usual song of birds and the faint whoosh, the wings flapping in the air. Occasionally there's a rustle amidst the trees. I even swat at the bugs buzzing around my eyes. It all feels very familiar, reminding me of home. Leanna clears her throat.
So, you're from USA?
USA, but yeah.
Which kingdom is that in?
How should I phrase this? In the Kingdom of North America. She frowns and scratches. Kingdom of North America. The Kingdom of North America. What the? She frowns and scratches her neck.
I'm a little ashamed to say I'm not familiar with that place. Where is it?
On Earth?
Earth?
Okay, time to take a different approach. Let me see if I can explain. Alright, tell me where we are right now.
In Meadow Hill.
And where is that?
In the kingdom of Havengard.
And where is Havengard?
In the land of Asaria.
And what is that a part of?
Terra, of course.
Okay, so Terra is my Earth. She pauses as my words sink in, then she gasps.
Wait, are you not from Terra?
From what I've heard so far, I am not. She looks concerned.
How did you get here?
That's what I'm hoping the Mage Academy can tell me.
Right, but I mean, how did you come to Meadow Hill specifically? Do you remember anything before you were in the field?
I think back I was studying in the library and I've been extra tired because that's the same day I have my evening class. And I still remember everything about me and my past. Yeah.
Well, at least we know you don't have amnesia.
I nod. She lapses back into silence looking thoughtful. I have a lot to think about myself. My head is swimming with everything I've learned so far. Although there are some similarities between Terra and Earth, I've only scratched the surface on all the differences. I really hope the Mage Academy can help explain what is going on and more importantly how I can get back home. I look back and see the Pongo face planted on the ground. Pongo, what happened? It rolls back upright and looks away.
Poi.
Liana grins.
Were you trying to eat and hop at the same time? Poi.
Is that embarrassment I sense? Leanna can't hold back her giggles any longer and her laughter makes me chuckle. The Pongo huffs and puffs. Pouts.
I'm sorry. We weren't laughing at you.
Yes, we were! We were definitely laughing at her. Well, it. As the Pongo shakes the dirt off himself, Leanna and I resume walking. The sun dips in the sky and bathes in the tips of the trees in a soft glow. Well, how does she know it's a he? I mean, all she did was tickle the Pongo. I mean, how does she know? It's like it's in the eyes. How does the eye? Yeah, but how? My feet ache in protest with each step I take, and my legs are tight from all the walking. Finally, we come upon the perimeter of a village. Liana grins as she leads me through the gates.
Here we are, Meadow Hill Village.
Here we are, Meadow Hill Village. I take the time to catch my breath and discreetly rest my burning muscles. Liana hardly seems affected by the long trek. Okay, A or B? We're finally here, or how is this close? A or B? A or B? A or B? I thought you said this place was close.
It is. It's only a half a day's walk.
Uh, if the average human walks 32 miles, she's saying it was 16 miles away? I wait for her to say she's joking, but she's completely serious. How is that close? We should have just used Ober.
I'm sorry?
I shake my head. Nothing! She cocks her head curiously, then shrugs.
Let's continue. We can rest at the inn tonight.
As she resumes walking, I ignore my screaming eggs and follow her. Yeah, it's when you tilt your head slightly to the side. The village is still bustling with people even at this time of day. I suppose they're getting in their last errands before nightfall. For the most part, everyone seems to be focused on their own tasks. They barely glance at Leanna, but when their gazes are drawn to me, they don't look away. In fact, their steps slow and crane their necks as we pass. Now I know how an animal feels at the zoo. Leanna overhears my muttering and watches the people around us.
It's your clothes. They're very peculiar.
Okay, so we are dressed. That's a good thing. We are dressed. It is a known fact that we are dressed. That is a good thing. What I'm wearing is normal from where I'm from. Even though the stairs are directed at me, Liana seems equally uncomfortable.
Okay, new plan. Let's stop by the shops before they close. We don't need to draw attention to ourselves.
Yes, we do. Drawing attention to ourselves is what we do best. I instinctively pat my back pocket where I keep my wallet. I doubt they'll accept credit card here or dollars. I don't have any money.
That's okay. I'll take care of it.
Yay, thank you. Okay, A, B, or C? That's A, that's really generous of you. B, I like a girl who's independent. Or C, don't make a big deal out of it. B, B. We got two B's and a C. Anything else? Anything else? Two B's and a C? Okay, B it is. It's always refreshing to find a girl who's willing to treat a man. Liana narrows her eyes.
Treat a man? You can actually pay for your own items?
She got me there. No, we don't. Well, what's the difference between being creepy and being an asshole? I suppose not. I can't tell if she ignored my joke or if that went over her head. Well, she is a blonde. I mean, Liana changes directions and leans me towards an adjacent street. There are rows of quaint shops lining both sides of the road. I read the signs as we walk by. Edward's Apothecary, Blackstone Forge, Dragon Scale Armory. Huh.
What is it?
I was just thinking how convenient that is. Everything is in English here.
English?
I should have expected that question based on how our previous conversation has gone. But I'm still taken a little aback. It's what we're speaking now.
We're speaking common.
Thank you, UK! Thank you, UK! We're speaking common. Okay, then. We can thank the UK for being fine. Be that way. What? Leanna pauses in front of a shop and peers inside. Satisfied, she motions for me to follow.
Never mind. Come on in. We're here.
I step into the shop, and the first thing I notice is the overpowering, musty smell of leather. It's not surprising, considering the wall are lined with different types of leatherware. Is this, A small elderly man emerges from the back. A pair of round glasses sits on his nose as an apron hangs around his neck.
Welcome. Please, take a look around.
His smile falters when he notices me. Leanna clears her throat.
We're looking for a new wardrobe for my friend here.
Yes, of course.
The shopkeeper blinks back to reality and resumes his pitch.
Well, you've come to the right place. We tan our hides and stitch the pieces ourselves. You won't find any finer quality than here.
Leanna smiles politely and strolls towards the selections. I check out two seemingly identical leather vests, both of which are marked at different prices. I really can't see a difference between the two. Maybe they boost different stats. Hey, Leanna! She turns around. Which one of these will increase my defense, strength, dexterity, intelligence, focus? Ack. Wow. A, B, C, D, or E? Dexterity. We got intelligence. Game volume. Sure. Hang on a second. There we go. Is that better? Wait. Dexterity will come in handy. Okay, so we're going with dexterity. Dexterity!
I suppose leather armor will allow for greater range of motion while still providing decent protection.
If she wants protection, use rubber. What? I didn't say nothing. That's the protection. Where we're going, we don't need protection. That's the benefit. Wait, wasn't there stamina as a choice? That's the benefit of the armor type. I mean, dexterity. Oh, darn. Oh, well. She blinks. So, none. So, none of these raises any stats. Anna gives me a weird look.
Do your clothes where you come from raise stats?
Only if you consider cool points to be a stat. She looks just as confused as before. Never mind. She smiles as we continue pursuing. One by one, Liana and I pick out my new outfit. Once all the pieces have been chosen, she goes to haggle with the shopkeeper or tune out their discussion and watch the people passing by. Their clothes are simple in design, but meant more to be more functional than aesthetic. To my surprise, everyone walks around armed. This village doesn't seem dangerous, but looks can be deceiving.
Why don't you get changed now? There's a space in the back to give you some privacy.
I nod and take the clothes from her. Once I've ensured privacy, I quickly get changed. Luckily, these clothes have pockets and I just transfer everything over. I palm my... Okay, so we got a wallet, deck of cards, loose change, and phone. I try to turn it on to see if it'll work, but it doesn't react. The battery must be dead. I get the feeling they don't have any wall charges here. Shrugging it off, I slip my phone into my pocket too. When I emerge, Leanna gives me a once-over. How do I look? She grins and nods in satisfaction.
Wow, look at you, just like a native. This look suits you.
I match her grin. Thanks.
Let's go find the inn now.
She heads out of the shop and I follow her. Actually, maybe we can stop by the armory? She pauses and looks curiously at me.
Armory? You want to get a weapon?
I want to stop at the armory. And she wants to ask if I want to get a weapon. I want to go to the armory. She asks me if I want to get a weapon. I want to go to the armory. No, you blonde bimbo. I want to get a, something else, a leather whip. That's what I want at the armory. I want a leather whip. Her question is careful, cautious. The goal is to blend in, right? It's weird that a person wearing leather armor is traveling unarmed. I look like a hostage or something.
You do have a point. Plus, it could come in handy.
Why do I not like the sound of that?
Do you know how to use a weapon?
Again, though her voice holds no hostility, I could sense her caution. I practice kendo competitively. Oh, so we do have a sword. So we do have a sword stat. Kendo. She blinks. It's a type of sword fighting where I come from.
I see.
So we got Kevin the Kendo from New York. Leanna falls silent as she gazes out into the street. After extended pause, she nods. We head to the forge, where rows of blades ranging from long swords to short daggers hang from the wall. United States of the Kingdom of North. We're the flat-chested hookers. That we raid your apartment in the middle of the night and then complain how smelly your bedroom is. The Kingdom of North America, that Kingdom of North America, where the girls are flatter than the aircraft carriers. That good Kingdom of North America. Okay. All the blades look fairly plain, but the steel edge glint dangerously amidst the warm glow of the forge. Unlike... Why is there a hook coming down? That's where they hang the sausages. There's sausages. You never hooked sausages up there before? Unlike the previous shopkeeper, the metalsmith ignores us as he pounds out a red-hot blade. Pounding out a red-hot blade. Sparks jump from the clanging metal, reminding me of fireflies. Leanna lets me browse the swords. I reach for one that catches my eyes. As I gently remove it from the sheath, I miscalculate its weight and drop it. And the steel scratches the ground with a sharp screech. The metalsmith pauses his work to glow a warning. Leanna looks on in shock.
Careful!
I quickly right the sword back up and grip it tightly. Leanna now watches me with intrigue.
Is this the first time you've held a sword?
Okay. A, B, or C? Practice ones only? B, I lift, bro? Or C, just a miscalculation, I got it. A, B, and C. Hey, I can handle this sword just fine. I'm just really sore because all the lifting I did before coming here. Leanna's expression is hard to read.
Lifting.
Yeah, bro, I lift. I squeeze my biceps and take a practice swing with the sword. Feels good, man. Leanna stares blankly. Bruh, do you lift, bruh? Bruh. I swing again and the movement flows naturally. As the sword cuts through the air with a sharp thwang, I can't help but admire how smoothly it slices. This is quite high quality craftsmanship. Let's go with this one! As before, Leanna discusses with the shopkeeper. When she returns, I strap the sword to my belt. One can say the sword was strapped onto his belt. We make one more stop to gather supplies for our travel. By the time we're finished, the sun has set and darkness blankness the sky. The town is aglow with soft lights glint from within houses and the lampposts in the street. As we pass by a lamppost, I peek inside and see a small crystal shining brilliantly. Using the lights to guide us, we find the inn. Take a seat at one of the crude tables while Leanna talks to the innkeeper behind the bar. There are a scattering of other patrons, mostly men who sit alone, nursing a tankard of what I assume to be ale. I stifle a yawn. Now that I've had a chance to sit down, I feel the full weight of my fatigue. Luckily, Leanna returns and hands me a key.
This is your room for the night. It's right next to mine.
Thanks. She nods.
They should be coming out with our dinner soon. Then we should get to sleep. We have an early start tomorrow.
My stomach grumbles in anticipation. Sorry. Leanna smiles as she sits in an empty stool next to mine. Our meals arrive, and I stare at the bowl before me. It's goopy. It's a goopy, thick stew and looks about as appetizing as dog food, but it smells pretty good. What is this?
It's stew.
What kind of stew?
Rabbit.
A brief image of a cute, fluffy bunny flashes across my eyes.
Is something wrong?
Okay. Is there normal stews? A, meat is murder. B, C, nope, all good. And D, I only eat non-GMO, all natural, vegan, certified, gluten-free, 100% all grains, no trans fat, no grass fed, no preservative, organic. Precious meals! So D? We got 3 for D. Okay, we're going with D. Just as the words are about to come out of my mouth, I realize how much of a tool I am and decide to say something else. Okay. Again, A, B, or C. A, is there normal stew? B, meat is murder. C, nope, all good. We got 1 for C. 2 for C. 3 for C. Okay, C is where we're at. I'm all about trying new foods. Nothing's wrong. This is fine, thanks. I take a tentative bite of my stew.
How is it?
Okay. A, B, or C. Amazing is A. B, different. C, adequate. We got 1 for C. Got 2 for C. Anyone else? We got amazing. We got different. We got adequate. A, B, or C. Uh-oh, we got a B, but now we gotta have... I think we're gonna go with adequate. Oh, it kept me full, that's all I need. Leanna nods. I finish eating and Leanna cleans her bowl, then the two of us head upstairs. She pauses in front of my room and I stop in front of mine. Good night.
Good night.
About to enter my room when I hear a small voice.
Boy?
Oh, it's the Pongo! Looking down, I see the Pongo back on my feet. Now that I think about it, ever since we entered the village, he's been awfully silent. Have you been following us this whole time, or did you lose us to find us again? Pongo blinks twice and bounces.
Boy.
Pongos aren't exactly welcomed everywhere.
No one cares! Why is that?
Well, they absorb the energy around them, including crystals which are used to light lampposts, or other similar items.
I can see how that would be bad.
I think this guy knew to stay out of sight once we came in here.
What if someone sees him here?
As long as he doesn't stray too close to a crystal, he'll be fine. People only make a fuss when it looks like their crystal might be drained.
Got it. She reaches towards the Pongo.
Do you want to sleep with me tonight?
Boy?
The Pongo snuggles up my leg. Leanna sighs.
I thought as much.
And this part, I've played this game before. And why doesn't he jump at that question? I mean, there should be an A-B for that one. Yes, no. But there is no choice for that one, unfortunately. She opens her door and flashes me one last smile.
Sleep well.
She disappears into her room. I open my door and step through. The Pongo perks up.
Boy.
Okay, we got A or B. A, let him in. B, no, my room. A or B? B. What do we got? What do we got, guys? We got 3 for B. We got 4. Whoa, we got a lot of B's. Nope, this is my room. I close the door before the Pongo can go in. I hear a muffled thump, and boy, he'll be fine. He's a wild animal, I guess. He doesn't need to sleep in a room. I open the window to let in the cool breeze and yawn wildly. As I collapse onto the bed, it's not long until I'm fast asleep. A knock on my door jolts me awake. I sit straight up in my bed and barely notice a tiny yelp as the Pongo tumbles to the floor. Hello? Knocking stops.
It's Leanna. Are you about ready?
I rub my eyes and blink at the feeble rays of light outside. What time is it?
It's past dawn. We need to get a move on if we want to make a good time.
Dawn, there's no reason anyone should be awake at this hour. I'm a Kencha and I approve this message. You should not wake yourself up at dawn. 10 o'clock is good. I attempt to lay back down on my bed when the knocking starts again. Alright, I'll be there in a minute. The noise stops. I yawn and stretch and notice the Pongo on the floor. How did you get in here? The Pongo blinks at me with innocent eyes.
Boy?
The crisp morning air floats through my open window, making me shiver. Wait a minute, did you somehow make your way outside, go around the back of the inn, scale the side of the building with some kind of jello ninja and climb in through the window? His eyes crinkle again as he grins.
Boy?
I have to admit, that's pretty impressive. I push myself to my feet and begin getting dressed. Once I've grabbed all my things, I push open the door and nearly collide with Liana. Whoa!
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Leanna nods, then leans the way out of the inn. And she's not an aircraft carrier, too. I follow her through the town as we head north. It's a lot quieter than when we first arrived, but the town gradually begins to wake up. We don't run into many people, although the shops aren't open yet. I can see the shopkeepers busy preparing for the day. Right before we reach the end of town, a guard stops us.
There's been heightened bandit activity reported on these roads.
Bandit activity? Oh no. Leanna's brows crease.
Are the roads closed?
No, but until we get a handle on the bandit activity, we're advising everyone to stay in town.
We can't stay.
Where are you headed?
We're headed to Illumia.
The guard notices the sigil on Leanna's manipulator.
You're a mage knight?
She nods. As the guard turns to focus on me, I draw attention to the blade on my hip. He nods gruffly, then moves out of the way.
Just be careful out there.
Thank you.
She motions for me to follow her. Once we're back on the familiar dirt path, we take one last look at Middle Hill Village before refocusing on the road ahead of me. Our trek along the path is peaceful. The forest gradually awakens with bird songs and the scuttling of woodland creatures. Having grown up in the city, the sounds of nature still startle me. Having grown up in the New York City of the Kingdom of North America, the sounds of the nature still startle me, and I glance at every rustle of the leaves. That's gonna be the joke. We're from the Kingdom of North America. Okay. That's got to become the next thing. What is that? It's a game. Yeah. Leanna, though, seems unfazed. Her eyes routinely survey her surroundings. Suddenly, she freezes. I nearly bump into her. What the?
Shh.
I fall silent as she listens. When she speaks, her voice is in a whisper.
Did you hear that?
I strain my ears, listening for anything out of place, then I hear the voices among the trees. Bandits! A strangled scream pierces the air, scaring a flock of birds into flight.
Someone might be in danger.
Previous caution abandoned, Leanna sprints towards the sound and I follow at her heels. We both take cover. The trees open up, revealing a man in a trench coat surrounded by 5 bandits. One more bandit lies motionless on the ground. Upon seeing our fallen comrades, the bandits all unsheath their weapons. 3 of them hold longswords, and 2 of them point guns. The trench-coated man doesn't stir. His dark hair flails over his eyes, and you can't see his face.
He won't get away from us this time. Take him out.
The man pushes open his coat and draws 2 guns as the bandits converge. Leanna sets her jaw.
Stay here.
As soon as the words fall from her lips, she races out from the trees. Her hair whips behind her, and her white coattails billow in a graceful arc. She moves faster than any human, as if air is pushing her forward instead of dragging her down. Her gauntlet hand reaches into a blue sphere, glows, and disappears as she smashes her fist into the nearest bandit. He flies away from her and crashes against a tree before crumpling into a heap.
A mage knight?
She must be with him.
Or she's after the bounty. Take her out too.
The mysterious man fires a hail of purple blasts at the bandits, catching one of them in the chest. Leanna deflects the sword from another bandit with her own blade. I can't just sit here and do nothing, I have to help. Ignoring Leanna's command, I unsheathed my sword and charged into battle. Click the matching icon, okay. Yeah, I just do those things manually. Leanna breathes heavily as she surveys the bodies around her. She glances at me and the stranger who's still standing. Oh yeah,
Anyone
my
hurt?
APM was so huge. Yeah, my APM was over 9,000. I mean, it makes Curses look like he was standing still. It makes Fraz look like he actually has a fort. That works. Makes Savage, esports ready? There we go. Wow. As soon as I said that, I'm sorry. Anyone hurt? I do a gentle pat down on myself and wince at my bruises. Nothing major. Leanna nods and then fidgets with her manipulator. The man stays silent as he inspects his gun. Now that I have a better look at him, I realize that although he's fierce, scowl makes him seem tough. He doesn't look that much older than me. His hair has a habit of falling around his eyes. As he pushes it back, I notice he has a long scar cut across one eye. Once satisfied, he tucks his gun back into his belt and gets to his feet. He nods at us.
Thanks.
Zack Spade. Zack Spade. Then he turns away.
Wait!
He pauses.
Where are you headed?
Why?
There might be more bandits around. We should team up if we're going in the same direction. Safety in numbers.
He studies us in long silence and his gaze flicks to her manipulator and he relaxes slightly.
Where are you going?
We're headed to Illumia.
Me too.
Leanna nods.
You're from the Mage Guild?
Yes, I'm Leanna.
I'm...
Zack.
Boy.
All of us glance at the little blue Pongo who seemingly popped out of nowhere. And this is our little friend.
I see.
Boy.
The Pongo blinks at Zack who stares him down. The Pongo bounces uncertainly.
Boy.
Zack's unblinking stare never wavers as the Pongo scoots behind my leg for safety.
Now that introductions are over, let's get moving.
Zack waits for us to collect our things, and once we're all set, we head back onto the road. Leanna and I lead the way, the Pongo keeping pace with us while Zack hangs a few steps behind us. Okay. A, B, C, or D, guys. A, ask about Zack's weapon. B, ask about Leanna's speed. C, ask how Zack knew that. Or D, I got nothing to ask. Either Leanna or Zack seem particularly chatty. Well, looks like that guard was telling the truth. There definitely are bandits on the road.
Yeah.
There's something in her voice which makes me think she doesn't completely agree. What is it?
It's just, well, for bandits, they were pretty well equipped.
She stares hard at Zack, but he doesn't react. What does that mean? Are they not bandits? Leanna continues to look at Zack.
I'm not sure.
They were bandits.
She looks sharply at Zack, obviously caught off guard.
Sure.
That didn't sound too convincing. The subject drops, but I still feel a little uneasy. If those guys weren't bandits, then who were they? And why are they attacking Zach? The question circling my mind as the conversation lulls to silence. Leanna leads the way, though she seems to have something on her mind. Zach trails from behind. He remains on heightened alert. We traveled together for... Ah. Well, what I'm going to do is... I've been streaming this for about an hour or 15 minutes now. So what I'm going to do is find where the scene ends, and I'll save it, and then we can pick it up tomorrow. Okay, that sounds good, right? We traveled together for some time with no further interruptions. I can feel my legs start to burn from all the walking. Leanna squints at the sky.
We should make camp before it gets dark.
Zach nods.
There's a good spot up ahead which hides us from view. It'll still give us visibility on any intruders, though.
Sounds good. Zach leads the way, and soon we reach the clearing. The three of us get to work setting up camp. I roll out my bed rail near the campfire and notice how thinly it spreads on the ground. Can this thing really be comfortable? I guess there's only a way to find out. I lie down on the bedroll and place my hands behind my head. This isn't as bad as I thought. A yawn escapes my lips, and I could definitely fall asleep here. My gaze lingers on the skyline above. The moon hangs in the inky sky, dotted with many pinpricks of silver light. They sparkle vividly as if trying to chase away the dark. I breathe out and breathe in wonder. I never knew that stars could shine so brightly. I try to pick out a few constellations, but the star patterns above are unfamiliar.
What are you looking at?
I quickly sit up at the sound of Leanna's voice. She holds two steaming bowls in her hand. I accept one of the bowls with a smile. She sits beside me. Just admiring the sky. The place is really beautiful. Back where I live, you don't get to see that many stars.
How come?
Light pollution. Our cities are filled with so much light that it drowns out the stars. Leanna gazes thoughtfully at the sky.
Right. It's a little harder to see the stars in town than it is out here.
I shake my head. It's not the same. Some nights you don't see the stars at all. Her eyes widen in surprise and she places her chin on her hands.
A night sky without stars.
She looks at me.
What's your world like?
Okay. A, B, or C? I think everyone's gonna choose B, but let's see. A is it has really cool tech. B, it's bad. Humans are a plague to the planet. Or C, different, more or less the same. Actually, so we saved it, and so we saved it. We did a quick save, and we did a save through the menu. So what we can do tomorrow, guys, is we can pick up from here. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. What I'll do, yeah, we're gonna quit here. As I said, I'm really sorry about earlier, guys. YouTube was being a butt for some odd reason. There's no way to set a default latency issue. So what I gotta do is when I start the stream up tomorrow, I gotta just make sure I select under the settings. That way I can keep it interactive. And tell your friends about how awesome the stream is. And let's try to get more than just 5 viewers, because even though we have a lot of laughs, it's good to laugh with other people. And It will make it for much more interesting on how everyone reacts. So, oh, we need Incursus here. Yeah, we do need Incursus here. But sadly, him and his potato and his Comcast. Yeah. All right. You guys have a great day now, or evening, or whatever time zone you guys are in. Cheers. Night night.